Hello Pisces, and welcome to your June 2019 reading. We are doing a bit more of a traditional spread today, and we are using the Mythic Tarot cards, so stories from the Greek myths. Now these cards, sorry I'm banging the computer, are the energies that are leaving, the past energies. So the Ten of Wands is the presenting energy and the Tower card is the supporting energy, and this is the energy that is coming in, the Nine of Wands, and the supporting card is the Four of Pentacles. And we'll also be looking at love, career and finance, health, messages from the soul, and an angel and a crystal healing card. So the energies that's leaving is the Ten of Wands and the Tower. So it's this energy of feeling like everything is just falling apart and you're feeling really oppressed. You're feeling overwhelmed. There's just too much happening in your life. There's a lot of big changes. You've kind of given a lot of yourself and it just feels like everything has been crumbling. With the Tower card, there's just been a lot of changes in terms of things have been moved out of your life for your greater good, but it's taken a lot out of you. With the Ten of Wands energy, you can see Jason is feeling quite, he's confined by this Wands energy. He's been on his journey. The golden fleece is at his feet. It's within arm's reach. It's the fleece of healing. It can heal anything, that fleece, but he can't, he could quite easily reach his arm out and get the fleece, but he's oppressed in his own, in the wands that are oppressing him is of his own making. He could easily break free of that. So this is the energy that's leaving. It's a real oppressive energy and a lot of disruptive changes. So that's really good. But with the Ten of Wands energy leaving, we come to the Nine of Wands, which is kind of, it's almost a similar energy. So it's going from one energy to another, which is the Ten of Wands is finishing a journey, and that's the ending of that journey, an ending of some sort of project or creative project, or the end of a quarrel, or some sort of something that's required a lot of effort. It could be a relationship, it could be an end of a business, but end of a difficult client. It could be any of those sort of things. But with the Nine of Wands, we've found our energy again, and we're back on the ship again. We're sailing again, but it's sort of feeling like you're exhausted, and just when you think you're not going to reach your goal, you find that you will get there. So it feels almost like this is a long journey, and it's taking a lot out of you. It really is. And whilst that energy is leaving from the Ten of Wands, it's that really disruptive energy of the change. The Nine of Wands, you're still feeling a little bit disruptive, not disruptive, but are feeling a little bit exhausted still. You've still got that lack of energy, but you're almost there. The Nine of Wands is that you're so close to your destination. The Nine is so close to the 10. So it really is interesting because the 10, you're going backwards. You're going from the 10 to the 9. So you're kind of tracing your steps back from the journey rather than going forwards. But not that you're going backwards in life. It's just that it's almost like retracing your steps as to how you got here. It's a sense of looking back and seeing how you got to where you are at this moment in time. The Four of Pentacles is it's supporting energy. So we have Daedalus looking at his nephew, and Daedalus is clutching onto his Four of Pentacles. He's fear of losing money. There's fear of losing money. There's jealousy around other people being better at something than you. So there's a lot of energy around striving and achieving and wanting to get somewhere and feeling like you're not getting somewhere and feeling like other people are standing in your way, or that you're not as good as you thought you are. There's all this sort of energy being expended about that. So let's move on to love relationships and see what's going to happen. But the good news is with this Nine of Wands is that is almost over. This turbulence is almost over, and you're so close to your destination. So you're going to get there in the end. and it just feels like a struggle. It does feel like a bit of a struggle for you guys, Pisces, but the struggle is almost over. So that's the positive news coming out of this month. So let's look at relationships. So here we have the King of Wands, and the supporting energy is the Queen of Pentacles here. And the King of Wands is the main character. These are the two characters that we have in our stories about the love and relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be romance, but sometimes it is. And we have almost, it feels like a family. With this Page of Pentacles, this King of Wands, and this Queen of Pentacles, it feels very much like we're focusing on a family relationship here. The Page of Pentacles is very much a youth, and the King of Wands sits on his throne, but he's almost like an adolescent. He's quite immature, and the Queen of Pentacles is very mature. She is very sensual and mature. She's a Taurian energy. She's very grounded. She's abundant, and she enjoys her body. She enjoys her sexuality. Now, I think there's also going to be some interesting themes around sexuality this month for you guys, Pisces. And it might not necessarily just be you, but it might be around your family and those loved ones and people's sexuality within your family. So we're looking at different generations, and I feel like I'm looking at a mother and two sons here. A mother and two sons. And one son's quite innocent and young and sort of prepubescent. And the mother energy, this strong female energy, really enjoys her body. This King of Wands, he's a petulant, fiery, passionate lover. But he could potentially be gay. He could be gay. Or he could just be understanding his sexuality for the first time. And so he might be, having quite a lot of people interested in him. So it's got this energy of, it's funnily, normally this reading is around 2 people. I'm getting 3 people. So 3 people, and definitely generations. So looking at relationship with your parents, or if you're a parent, looking at relationship with your children in relation to their sexuality, their sex life, and how you stand up as a role model in terms of relationships. So in terms of, because this queen feels like a very good role model for her children, because she understands her body, she understands her sexuality, she understands her physical needs. And everybody's kind of getting them. There's different stages of physical needs, because the page is very much just, you can see the little buds, the little things growing. Like I said, it could be prepubescent. They're just really understanding their body and what it can do and what its needs are. And the King of Wands is almost like out of control, because he's just so excited. He's just finally worked out what you can actually do. And the Queen of Pentacles is very much like, I can see very clearly what's happening here with my children. And that's fine. I understand that as a petulant teenager, you go through this kind of wild period, or this period of angst. But the King of Wands actually feels quite comfortable with his sexuality. He just feels quite a little bit immature. So I think, these sort of familial relations are coming up around this sort of thing, but it actually feels quite healthy, quite a healthy relationship with your body and who you love and how you treat people with respect. And so I feel like this is it's a generational thing, like I said. So it's either you're coming up, this is an issue within your relationship about how your family or your partner's family relate to sexuality, or it's something that's coming up within your relationship with your family. But either way, it feels positive to me. It feels like there's a very positive role model on offer here. So whether it's your family or not, your family might feel dysfunctional, but either way, I feel like you're probably going to be feeling you've either got someone that's displaying a very good, that's showing you the way and showing you this is how it could be, or this is you basically being a role model for other people about how to love, how to treat people with honesty and respect, but also how to get your own needs met as well. And that it's not just, it's a masculine and a feminine thing, understanding the needs of the body and the pleasures of the body. So it's an interesting one for you guys this week, Pisces. Very interesting. Let's go have a look at love. Sorry, we just looked at love. Look at finance for you guys and career. Wow, I've got the Ace of Wands coming up. This is you guys. The advice from Tarot is the Four of Cups, and we have as a supporting energy justice here. Now, justice in Athena, the goddess of truth and wisdom. I want to start with the Ace of Wands because I think the Ace of the Wands and the King of Wands they're kind of the stars of the show. This wand energy, this fire energy that was started off with the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, that's so prevalent through this reading for you. And it's all about what drives you, your career, your passion, your creativity. And other thing I just want to say with this King of Wands, because he's the central figure in the relationship. He's sort of the influencer of the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. He's the one that's kind of, I feel like, influencing the Pisces energy, this fire energy, connecting in with your desires and your physicality and your sex life and all that sort of stuff is really important to you, because connecting with your fire, look how big that fire is in the Ace of Wands. This is an amazing new creative idea or project that you have a vision for, that you're going to start this month. It's an amazing opportunity coming up for you. And in this Ace of Wands, we see Zeus, the king of the gods. Look how big his flame is. He's got this amazing vision. He's holding the world in his hand. He's thinking global here. He's not just thinking, regional. He's got a bigger picture in his head. And he's got the golden fleece. He's hanging over him. It's the fleece that can heal anything, and it's also a status symbol. And he's above. You can see he's above. He's got a higher vision. It's a higher vision. And it's interesting because it's supported by Athena, who's actually his daughter. Athena, the goddess of truth and wisdom. This is a Libra card. We can see there's a real justice. There's the scales. There's the snowy owl of wisdom next to Athena's head, and she's all about clarity of mind and justice. And I feel like this Ace of Wands, supported by this justice, is firstly legalities will be on your side. Any contracts coming through will be amazing. And there's this sense of justice is on your side. That you've worked hard for this. There's almost like a karmic debt around it. It's almost like, now it's time for the scales to weigh in your favor. You've been looking at that 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the Tower, the 4 of Pentacles. You've expended a lot of energy struggling, trying to get to somewhere, trying to get where you want to get. And structures have been falling down. There's been a lot of chaos, and finally in comes justice in the world of order. She's all about order. You can see the pillars are ordered, the black and white tiles are ordered. She's restoring truth and order, and it's this sense of you've kind of earned this. I know this is kind of might sound a bit odd, Pisces, but there's this karmic nature to it, that justice, rights are being wrongs are being righted. Not that you were wronged, but it's just like it's your turn now. It's your turn now is what I'm getting with this justice card, that justice is rolling in your favor. You're being supported by that. And the 4 of Cups, and this is advice from Tarot. Now, this is interesting advice because I'm just really drawn to the fact that the pillars in the Justice card and the pillars in the 4 of Cups, they're stable. This idea that you're coming up with, this Ace of Wands, it could be a creative project, a creative idea, a book, a film, a business idea, just a way to decorate your house, or it's something amazing. it's got real solidity to it. It's got stability. It's got bones. It's not just some flimsy idea. It's actually solid is what I'm getting from this. It's a solid idea. And the Four of Cups is, this is Psyche, and she's basically, everything's good in her life, but she's got her sisters in her ear whispering, doubting everything, saying maybe something's wrong with it. It's just the doubt, the little voices in your head. And, I think the message is that not to listen to that. That's pretty normal that's going to be coming up. But if you look at the Four of Cups and the Justice card and the Ace of Wands, everything's looking very solid. The Four Cups are solid. There's calm water. The actual story of the Four of Cups is that she's doubting her relationship, but her relationship and lover is actually really amazing and good. This idea that you have is actually really amazing and good, so trust that. That is coming through for you, and I think it could definitely lead to something solid in your life. Now, let's look at your health, Pisces. Let's look at your health. Ooh, love card for the health card. And Three of Wands is the supporting card is the Fool, and the advice from Tarot is the Three of Wands. Wow. The Two of Cups and the Fool card. What a beautiful card to get in for your health, the Two of Cups. That's the love card. So it's a kind of annoying reading that I'm getting out of this now, because I'm getting that you might have to give up something that you really love in order to move forward. And that might mean some sort of unhealthy choices. Because I feel like there's a little bit of indulgence that's been, anything that you've kind of been indulging in too much. I'm getting you might have been burning the candle a little bit too much. You might have been as kind of annoying, Pisces. I'd hate to be told this as well, but what I'm getting from the Fool card is that you're going to feel a lot better. It's a new beginning, and see the childlike enthusiasm and energy of Dionysus in the Fool card. Can you actually see that? Yeah, I think with the Two of Cups, you've been bound. And there's been a little bit of almost emotional, is it emotional eating that we're getting here? Emotional eating, feeding yourself love rather than kind of replacing love. And so with this king giving up his crown to Jason, something that's kind of been a symbol for you, a status symbol. This is a great month to lose some weight, to actually look at that if you wanted to do that. And I think I'm just getting that physically, if you can manage to do this is a good opportunity to give up, to sort of break a bad habit, I guess, with your health. I'm getting this new beginning. You're going to feel like a child again. You're going to have all this energy. It's all this amazing energy coming to you. So if you've been feeling a bit low, a bit emotional in the way that you've been responding to things, I can see that you're going to start feeling a lot better about yourself. So there's freedom around this, but it might require just a little bit of discipline, giving something up, but you're building something new and amazing. And with the Two of Cups card coming in, there is actually love. Like Psyche is blinded by the love. She's bound and facing the other way, and Eros is there bringing his cup of love. There are healthy choices on offer. There are healthy choices, and you're just not looking at them and taking them. So, I'm sorry, Pisces, but I was hoping the Two of Cups might have a nicer meaning to it, but it is a lovely meaning. It's saying that there is love there, genuine love. It's just you might be kind of been finding it in food choices in the wrong, been looking in the wrong direction or feeling bound by that. So yeah, I think just it's actually really positive because we've got the Fool card there. I think physically there's like a renewal, a rebirth. So I think it's really, really positive for you guys. I feel like it's yeah, that exhaustion of the Nine of Wands and feeling oppressed and stuck. You're going to feel a lot freer. I think stress from your body, less stress being held in your body. I think your muscles are going to feel a lot looser. And so it's going to actually be you're going to be feeling a lot better. So I think that's really positive news for you guys. Now, this is message from the soul, the Eight of Cups and the Emperor. So it's saying this is a bit of an emotional deep dive for you, Pisces. The message from the soul is that this is Psyche who does go in deep into the underworld. It almost feels like a hopeless mission, like she's giving up hope. And this Nine of Wands energy is almost feeling like you don't feel like you're getting anywhere and it's not going to work out, but it really does in the end. And where's she walking down to? Again, she's going down, but she's going down into the underworld. And then she's been supported by the Emperor, who is Zeus, who's on top of the world. He's up in top of the mountains in the element of air. He's seeing things really clearly. And so, and he's holding his lightning bolts. There's a moment of illumination that he can actually see what's really happening. He's got the eagle next to his head, the bird that flies really high, and the world in his hand. Again, we're meeting Zeus. So that we see in the Ace of Wands, the world in her hand. So, central, the heart of this reading is this Ace of Wands, this amazing new idea that is coming in for you guys that is solid. It's actually, this whole reading is around that. It's sort of like these all cards are the supporting cards to this. You need the energy to be able to bring this in. Balancing your relationship with your family and sexuality to bring this in, going through this period of exhaustion and comparing yourself with others in order to bring this in and resolving that, going on an emotional deep dive and seeing who you are and what really lies beneath, what is motivating you on the deepest levels and bringing you to this idea. And again, we have supporting this whole reading is Zeus, and Zeus is all about power. He's about vision. He's the king of the gods. And so nothing really stops Zeus. And it's this making something concrete in the world energy. It's having the idea. And like I said, it's solid. And the Zeus supporting it is about making something concrete. We can see the concrete pillars here. It's really been able to bring this idea of the Ace of Wands forward into something successful and manifesting it into something abundant and amazing. So let's open up. So great. Angel card is improving health. Fantastic. And citrine is abundance. Well, what have we just been talking about? So that just completely confirms that. Improving health, I think you're going to be feeling a lot better, Pisces. And with the Two of Cups as well, it's a bit like opening yourself up to a bit of love, because we've got that sexuality, letting yourself have a bit of fun. You might need to have some sex or some massages, like on a physical level. But definitely improving health, I think that's related a lot with reducing stress from your life. And this citrine, abundance, gold. Bring in the gold. We can even see gold coming in here with Eros, but bringing in abundance, that's what we were saying with the Emperor card and bringing this, it's really about this seed, this wonderful idea that's being brought into concrete reality and creating abundance in your life. And it's around your solar plexus, around your belly. And again, I was saying it was about what you were eating, to be careful about emotional eating and feeling free to be able to step forward physically and energetically. And so opening yourself up to abundance. What a wonderful, wonderful reading for you guys, Pisces. I couldn't think of anything better. Improving health and abundance. Great. So I think, there's a lot of room for very positive changes this month. And I'm so excited about what that Ace of Wands energy is. It's going to be different for all of you, but really see if you can tap into that, because it just feels like this is the thing you're going to launch out of. You're going to launch off this month. And really, you are being so supported by the universe to make this happen. So I think that is amazing for you guys this week, Pisces. This month, sorry. So that's it. If you'd like to hear more, please subscribe, like, share, or leave a comment, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.